Texas dollar.
Hello everyone, welcome to some Raider Talk. Also, if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I'm going live, please hit the notification bell. And if you like this video, which majority of you guys do, don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. So let's get to the chat or comments, whatever you guys say. Salute, my brother, my real brother, my partner in crime, Dark. Yes, I have a twin. People like to impersonate me now, I guess. There's the ladies man. Ladies man, I got a question. Do you know how to mod very well? I need somebody to replace a Dark. Cause sometimes he's gonna be behind the scenes and I just need somebody to help me out while I'm doing my thing up here and he's doing his thing up here, and sometimes we'll have some MVP days as well. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to make you a mod so you are aware of that. I just need some people that know what they're doing. I'm not saying the other ones don't know what they're doing, but oh, Captain Jack is going live right now. Cool Kev! Salute! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So we got Marcus Peters. Is that what you guys heard too? Because that's what I seen today. We're getting him. I don't know. I know Cool Kev is gonna say he's too old, which he is. Not really excited about it, but if he helps out the team, that's great. That's what we need. I'm like messing up over here. Trying to talk, do things at the same time. So we got some channels that are going live today. You're welcome. Anything for you, ladies man. That's Cool Kev. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really happy about him being on the team, but if he helps out, that's great. I mean, I got better knees than him. Brother Low! Good to see you, brother. Also, I think you're going live tonight. Am I not mistaken? Because I have my notification on. I'm pretty sure you are. There is Benther, my brother. Good to see him. Good to see you. You guys gotta go watch his Just Win Baby podcast this Friday. All eyes on G. I liked Hayward. I really did. And when he was in Green Bay, I was really I mean, he came on real strong for them, and then they didn't pay him, which they don't really pay a lot of people. And he went to the Dischargers, and he had he played phenomenal there. I was like, man, I just want that. I want him on our team. And we finally got him, and he did really well for us. And, he's up there in age as well, but I like him. I like him. I wish he would come back. I don't know if he would be able to play in Patrick Graham's system or this system, but it would be really cool to have him. I have to shut my door. Dog's whining. Yeah, well, Peters is, I don't know. I hope he does do well for us. If he doesn't, then that's okay. If he's not, if he does, if he doesn't, it is what it is. And the running back debacle will get situated fairly well. I know that will happen. I know JJ will end up playing. I know he'll be able to help the other backs behind him and teach them what's going to happen, and then things so then they can come along when they're ready. We got MVP in the building. Good to see you, brother. That's my real brother, too. Dark gets really upset if I don't call him my real brother. But that's my real brother. He likes to pick on me and get me riled up. You're in the abyss like me, Holly. Yep. Well, I took the background thing off because you couldn't see my hat. Me too. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm really excited about to see what Duke Shelley can do. I really like him. And then, Webb, Devontae's been talking phenomenally about him. So let's see what we got before we go and sign some people. I know a lot of people do like Marcus Peters, and that's no knock at you guys. If he does well for us, then that's great. If he doesn't, then it's a bad investment. But anyways, Auntie Six, salute. Good to see you, brother. I got this credit thing in the beginning, so if you guys want to go ahead and check that out for those who are moderators and NWA members, and 2 of them got they got a special title because I got to blow their heads up. So you know who you are. Not in that way, so pause. Pause. Well, I'm really excited that you're here. Gravy surprised me last night coming on, and now you're here, and that makes my day. So I just wanted you to know that, brother. You made my day. I took a nap today, so I'll be able to watch you. Yeah. They get pretty jealous of each other, so I gotta make sure they're all, on equal terms. Lo, would you like to come on here? I can send you the link, or MVP can, or Dark can, if you would like to pop up. Dead Star Report is going to go live. That's when I'm going to shut this down, is when they go live at, I think, 7 o'clock your time. So just be aware. And go follow them and watch. There's not really any news. Sean Johnson did give me some more information today, but that was on the whole Marcus Peters. And there's nothing really to talk about for Josh Jacobs. I'm kind of really like tired of talking about him because things will happen. It'll all be better. All eyes? You looking at me? So you know how like I was having issues last night of trying to figure out how to add people on here? Well, it's because I didn't make myself a moderator. That's why. So I can finally figure this out. And anyways, how are you guys doing? What would you guys like to talk about today? I'm like running out of things to talk about. Sorry, everyone. I'll see if there's any Raider news. I don't think there is any. Well, it's basically stuff that we already know about Josh Jacobs and, you know, about Jimmy Garoppolo staying healthy. They're talking about Tyree Wilson. I think he's a good kid. MVP! What are you doing? I don't post the invite you guys up here on in the chat anymore because people like to porn bomb people and I don't like that. Oh yeah, before I forget, Nutty Raider Nate goes live in the mornings at 6:30. So West Coast time. For those who don't know that. And Binther is going live on Saturday night for Black Saturday for Demon Time. That's his other channel. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to that. Also, the Dirty Lunatic Show will be on. Oh, there's a few people going live right now. That's why. Here. So then I can give MVP a break. Michael! Salute, brother! My favorite grill master. Go follow him. He's in the morning before Lunatic. And got one more that I need to post up here. We got this one. Gabe's going live this week as well. Tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, on Friday. Go follow him. I don't know where my mods are, so I gotta. It's good to see Raider Gabe come back too. It's been a minute. Also, you want to go fishing? You want to learn about some information on a lot of things? We got Raider Twan too. Go follow him. All right, brother. Take your time. Shout out to Raphael too, because that dude, he's never been to a strip club. Don't let him lie to you. Pyro! Salute, brother. Good to see you. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's good to see all of you guys. Venther's in the house. Trying to make sure everybody gets the link out so then everybody's all taken care of. Gotta find. Here we go. I like Venther's display picture and this and his backup channel. That is one funny picture. Go follow Michael too. You don't have any content, but you still can go follow him. Daniel, good to see you. Salute. Welcome. Shout out to the can't even talk. The 10 people watching. Just trying to make sure everybody is taken care of with their channels. And then this is Death Star Report if you guys want to go subscribe to him. Dustin's got good takes. And yes, you'll get to see Cortez there. Mr. Took Your Soul, salute. Good to see you. Ben, when are you going to start gaming again? Doing the live streams for gaming. Because I'm excited for your play-by-plays that's fixing to be right around that corner. I'm looking forward to that. I probably won't even watch it live. He'll be on the Death Star Report, so you'll be able to see him. I don't know why he doesn't come to this channel anymore. To be honest with you, I really don't care. Just shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Jeff. And shout out to Sergio and Owl's Ghost. Because they all make that channel fairly wonderful. I think I'm done gaming, to be honest. Outgrown it. I just watch TV now. Play-by-play start August the 13th against the 49ers. I'm so excited to see that. Yeah, I already hit the notification for it. I seen that today. I was like, oh, this is exciting. Cause You do so good. Even when we're losing, you make it so much better to watch. 'Cause I get really angry. Probably why I'm not going to do the whole watching the Raiders live unless I'm just gonna watch you. We got Dark in the building.
Yo, what's going on, people? Holly, good to see you.
Good to see you too, brother.
Who's in the building? Raider Ben, Mr.
Yes.
Picker Soul, Tubby, the guy, Mr. Pyro.
We got
Good to see
Michael.
everybody.
Got Cool Kev. I don't know what happened to MVP. I'm doing some moderating over here too, so then
no.
MVP could come up here, but I haven't seen him.
I hope he's okay.
I hope he's okay too. He needs to hit maybe he's over on Rafa's channel. I don't know.
Oh yeah. He needs to
Hanging out with my twin.
Hmm.
Somebody was impersonating me today, everyone.
Yeah,
so they
so
can
I've
go
heard.
ahead. Yeah. So
I thought you were the only child, girl child, so I was in shock.
and then I think they were like, oh, because they said, oh shit. I think they said that because I was actually there with
You
the
spoke
wrench.
out loud, and they're like, "Oh, shit. Holly's in the building."
I was like, who's this saying, oh shit? So I hit because you gotta approve who's gonna be able to speak with their naughty talk. Well, cussing, anyways. And so they were probably like, oh shit, Holly's here. I tried to report it, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, just give me the link. Next time if you do catch anybody like that, well, I'll find them.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Stream Elements is actually doing its job today.
It's about
But
time.
it's not putting any more people that I have. I have a whole big page full of people. I don't know if it's because it's slow or it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See? There's ladies, man.
Mr. Tubby Chile. So what's up? Did we sign DeMarcus or what's going on?
Let me check. I can look on my phone. That's easier.
Okay.
Because Raider Scout always gives out great information. But I don't pay attention to his posts on Instagram. I basically just pay attention to Sean. No, he didn't say that. He didn't confirm it, so I don't think it has happened yet.
Oh, okay. I read something that nature where he's, I think by the end of next week or something like that.
Yeah, before training camp starts.
Or afterwards, something like that. Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you want him to be? I would think they would sign him before the training camp starts because then he can build chemistry with the fellas and learn the team.
I mean, it's 3 days, 1 day, whatever it is. I don't think it's going to hurt that much. He might be out in vacation. We don't know. Probably healing from this previous injury. We don't know.
Well, Jimmy's out there. I mean, no, he's not playing. He's not like practicing and stuff, but he's out there.
Here's the thing. This is a leak. I've heard that he's been doing some workouts with certain players.
I think you know who that certain player is.
Yeah, but that's all the detail I can give so far. I can't.
There's our brother Rafa.
Everything.
He's doing the SmackDown on AEW right now.
This is SmackDown fools.
Yep. I was picking on his wrestling buddies.
Yeah, you're a bully.
Because they were ignoring me.
Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah, they don't pay attention unless you. What were you talking about wrestling?
Well, I just saluted him. I
Oh yeah, they don't
didn't
give a
really.
shit. Fuck your salute, Holly.
Yeah,
They're like,
and they were like, "Sorry, Holly, salute." And then they
yeah,
were picking on
Rafa,
Rafa.
you should teach your boys some etiquette, bro.
Yeah. Well, his hair is
A little suspect.
still, yeah, still there. Oh, he's got his championship belt out. I think he needs to get the AEW belt so he can have the W the trash belt on one side and then the other belt on the other. Because I don't like these new belts.
Yeah.
I like the old stuff. Attitude Era time. But we're not here to talk about wrestling.
No,
If you
no.
want to go talk about wrestling, you can go watch Raw.
Go Rafas, yeah.
It's not exciting anymore to talk about, anyways.
Well, some people find it interesting and fun. I still watch it from here. I mean, from time to time, but not really into it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of the wrestlers, but I don't really care to watch it like religiously, like when Attitude Era was around and WCW. I can't do it anymore. I don't have time for it, anyways. Football season's coming.
Cool hat, by the way, Holly.
Thanks. That's why I took the background thing off because I was sick and tired of it not being able to show.
Oh, that's what it was causing it. The hat. Oh,
But it's like it's dark in here, like you.
dark as my soul. Yeah,
Yeah, right there.
you blend in.
Well, except for my skin. My skin kind of gives it away.
Pretty, yeah,
Pretty white.
yeah, pretty pale. I was going to say pale, but yeah.
That works too. I mean, I have been getting a lot more sun now that I do go outside.
Oh, really?
It's like 100 degrees out there. Yeah.
You do your push-ups out there? You do your workouts out there, or what?
Are you kidding me? That means I'll end up sweating even more.
Yeah.
No way. I mean, I do my workouts. I just do them in here.
Oh, okay. You've been increasing your weight, like you've been gaining muscle now, or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really see the weight, but
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I see the shadow. Yeah, it's getting big.
you gotta impress them ladies, you know.
Right.
Gotta be able to lift them.
Oh, whoa,
You
Holly.
know what I mean? I don't
Rated
have to go into
PG,
details.
Rated PG, sis.
Oh, I forgot. Rafa's in the building. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
PG. I gotta be PG because
PG,
Rafa's
yeah.
in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Rafa!
So, Rafa.
He's not showing himself on cam.
Why not?
Like.
Oh, because he's out here. That's why.
That's because he's talking to me and you and the chat. Thank you, babe. Yeah, I'm doing it with him too, but I'm not. My camera's not off. I'm just watching him on the phone. So you think MVP's lurking?
I have no idea. That guy just disappears sometimes, and you don't know what he's up to.
Well, you know, he wanted people to be moderators, and then you know what ended up happening?
Yeah, I only seen a few. I mean, not to throw any shade on others, but yeah, I see only a few put in that work as much as MVP and Terrence. So yeah, I would ask for all the mods, man, step it up, share those links. That would be more of the be on the screen with Holly.
Well, that's what he wanted. So.
What's up, Gord?
Gord, salute. That's my favorite Canadian. Yeah, he's the only one. Well, his family too.
Good to see you, brother.
You can post that up there, Rafa. I let you.
Yeah,
So
if you're a mod, Rafa, go by all means share the link.
I made him a mod. I don't think anybody's ever made him a mod, so he is one
No,
here.
he is a mod at Raider Benz, I believe.
Oh, well then, you know what? I take that back.
Mhm.
Well, you're one here too. According to MVP, I give everybody a wrench. I don't though. But it's okay. So what's your predictions?
For
Raiders.
Raiders, man, that's a big question, Holly. Pick a topic.
Okay, so I mean, a lot of us have been talking about the running back. That we also been talking about. Well, I know Rafa really likes to talk about the linebacker core. So let's talk about the offense.
Salute. Yeah.
Who do you pick for your 5 offensive starters?
Could be anything, right?
Yeah, you pick whoever you want.
I say that rookie that we drafted as number 5, the speedster. I forget his name. Jimmy G, obviously as number 4. He's obviously gonna take. He's the brain, the tech of the offense. He's familiar with the system, so yeah, that's an easy pick. Let's see, number 3. I would say Suze. I don't know. Since we don't have Jacobs, I think I'm more of a Suze kind of guy. But there's other YouTube content creators that have other different opinions about it. But to me, Suze is my guy. I have some faith in him. Number 2 would be the tight end, the rookie that we drafted, Mayers or Meyer. Yeah, Mayers. I think the guy has a lot of upside. I mean, he was a steal. I think we got him in the second, just pure out of luck. And obviously, number 1, Adams.
I think that would be everybody's top 1 pick.
Yeah.
The number 1, I mean. I'm trying to correct my own grammar.
For obvious reasons, right?
Well, it's like what Gravy was saying last night about him. You know, like he's good. He might not be really good at being fast, but he's really good at everything else. Patrick Surtain was saying how he's one of the hardest person. He's really hard to cover.
Yep.
He's one of the best wide receivers in the business today. Yeah, not Jefferson, not Chase, not Hill. You know, like none of them.
Right.
Sinister, salute. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, welcome, buddy.
Farhan, salute. It's good to see you. I know if I miss anybody, like saluting, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. I'm trying to get better at doing this and you know, not like popping away, you know, and leaving my co-host to do everything.
Oh, no worries, Holly. It's a lot to do at once. We're here to help each other.
Well, you don't have to worry about my niece or nephew calling me tonight because they just got off the airplane. They're in Boston, so you don't have to worry. They'll be busy.
Okay, cool. I think I check your IG, Gravy.
Gravy's here.
No, he sent me an IG message. He wants to join the live.
Salute, Anthony. It's good to see you. Do you have Low on your Instagram?
Yep.
You can send the link to Low if you want.
Sure. Hold on. I'll be right back.
If he wants to come up.
Dirty Low.
I like Parham. I don't know about you guys and Colton Miller. I think Colton Miller will be a lot better than what he was last season.
Colton Miller?
Yeah.
What was his what areas do you think he needed to improve upon?
Not giving up a sack.
Oh, sorry. Those come in the bunches sometimes. And
John, salute. Good to see you.
Salute, John. Welcome.
Yeah, but I think Parham could do the same. I don't know about James. I don't know if he gave up some sacks.
I don't remember.
Lars cannot be there. He cannot be there. Nope. He's got to go. Go back to practice squad. We don't need any candy bars from you.
Right. Let's see. I mean, I think I'm not sure if I heard you right, but did you say something about Marcus Pearson? Like you don't want him to sign? You don't want the Raiders to sign him, or?
Well, I basically said that I just hope if he does get signed, which he will, I hope he improves the defense.
Yeah.
You know, I hope, like how Casey Hayward came in and he was up there in age, but he was very productive. If I'm not mistaken, I think he gave up a big chunk of yards that one game. I mean,
go ahead, Holly.
Like I said before, I mean, if once he's signed, I hope it's a good investment is what I'm saying. I hope it's a very good investment. Don't overpay him, and that'll be easier. But they don't overpay people here anyways. Colton Miller will get help from the tight end, so yeah, he'll have a better season. But I think he always improves himself each year, you know. Right. I mean, but that's just my.
Well, if you ask me, I think the only downside of this, or should we say the flip side of the coin about him is his character issues. But and that's like the majority of people saying, hey, well, he can be a toxic kind of guy in the locker room or on the field, you know. And I understand their argument. We don't want that kind of stuff in the locker room, but I don't think hopefully he has improved and become a better player, teammate, because he is up there in age and he can actually teach a lot to these young guys that are coming up, you know. I hope he pans out. I hope we do sign him as well.
Well, that's what I think. Like, once you have a good character quality guy like Devontae Adams and Max Crosby, I think, you know, bouncing off of them, they really do rub you off in a good way. Not like in that kind of way. So pause.
Right. Hey, Holly, real quick before I didn't mean to change the subject. Gravy's having a hard time joining through the link. Can you send him directly the link, or not the same one that you sent me? Probably,
Yes, I can.
please. Let's see.
Oh, what's going on with this stuff today? Okay.
Yeah.
Is MVP gonna come on?
NorCal Jesse, what's up, bro?
Willie! Good to see you.
Oh, we got Willie. Which one, the Willie Wi-Fi or the Willie Willie?
Willie Wayne.
Willie Wayne, the legend. What's up, man? Let's see.
Willie probably will not.
No, he really
Okay.
is. He will be aired right tomorrow, Ben? Yeah, I believe so.
He said we should have some good car debates.
Yeah, people, for the most part, he is known for being a car stand. So it's gonna be interesting in the chat to see people interactions with Wi-Fi. Just keep it respectful, and I'm pretty sure Raider Ben will highlight some of your comments. But keep in mind, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see them regardless.
Well, I think anybody who pulls Honcho, that is a huge thing.
No response. Yeah, he's a tough guy to get a hold on.
And that's because he's always coaching like football or basketball. He's always coaching something. He's always busy. I mean, I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying. He hasn't even been on Instagram posting anything, so. But I just want to say to Benther that congratulations for, getting Wi-Fi Willie on your show. That's awesome. That's a big accomplishment. Oh!
What happened? Salute, Willie.
MVP says the link don't work.
Yeah, obviously. I had a problem too with the link, but since I have the keys to the building, I was able to.
Here, I'll just put it in private chat and then see if you can.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there he is. Well, here, let me give us great introduction.
Go ahead.
Oh, we'll just bring him anyways.
Okay. There you go.
I'm going to give you a really good introduction, but he already blew it.
Go ahead.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
What's
well, you're
up,
my
baby?
This is my favorite coach.
Hey, Dark.
Sorry about that, buddy.
I think that link. The NorCal sent it to me, and you sent it to me. It said this code 404. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
And then when hard to me it worked. So I guess I got it from the host, so I guess it's better for me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I guess you got to go through Holly first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guys with wrenches, not really a wrench. It's just makes you feel heavy.
Right.
You hear that, MVP?
Yeah, MVP gets it. He's on the power trip every time.
But glad to be on. Thank you for the kind words last night.
Well, I appreciate you. You're awesome. I was telling Lo that it's really good to see him in the chat too. So you guys both make my night again.
We appreciate your.
Yeah, we hung out today. Yeah, we hung out today for a little while. He woke me up, got me up early. He wanted to go get some Raider gear. We hung out, ate breakfast, talked a lot, and I told him I was on Holly's show and by the same cat, talking the same thing. And she's more football. He goes, oh yeah, nigga, yeah. He said, have you on? But he has when he's done with everything he does, he does he does work stuff on his computer. He's in that COD mob thing.
Oh,
He likes doing that stuff. He just makes his day worth it. He tries to do everything he can on a day so it don't waste. That's what's good about Lowe. Now 1 minute waste is on his day.
well, that's good that he stays busy. I mean, I stay busy all the time too, but they pick on me because I take care of dogs and puppies. But
Oh
we
no.
ate breakfast. He eats like a military guy, so 2 minutes, that's all they get in chow line. 3 minutes, he's done with his breakfast. I'm over here talking to him, eating my omelet all slow and all that. He's done already, just looking at me. He wants to say. So we always chat every day. So I met him through this Raider thing, and him and Joe. And it's I made two good friends right there. And plus everybody else, you, Dark, NorCal, Ben, all you guys, great people. Chat. A little
That's
while
good
we
to
might be frustrated at each other, contradicting each other, but can't wait for that. So,
That'll be okay. That's okay.
Mhm.
I'll still give you a hug. I'm a
if I
hugger.
see you, if I see you, I'll give you a hug back.
Mhm. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
Okay. Well, it's a topic we're going to talk about.
Oh, I was just asking him what his 5 best players that he on the offense that he thinks. So the question goes to you too.
It's easy. The 5 best players that I think that are on our offense.
Yes.
I would say, in no particular order, I would say it would be Javante Adams. Um, then I would, this year, I would put at second um, Colton Miller.
Ooh.
Our third would be Garoppolo. Fourth
Mhm.
would be Jacoby Myers. Then our fifth would be, I want to say, uh, what's it called? Hooper.
Ooh.
Hooper. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I left a guy out,
Yeah.
because he's not a Raider. So that's the reason why I left him. Otherwise, if he was, he would be number two. Who would?
And you're referring to Josh, I believe. I agree.
He's not a team, man.
Like cheese
He doesn't have a
cracking.
he doesn't have a contract. He doesn't.
It's
So
not partaking. Yeah.
he's not working. He's not working for anybody until he signs that tag. It's weird to say, and it hurts me to say it, but
Yeah.
you know, if he gets in there,
Yep.
just remember that he's gonna be on a tag and he's not gonna like it. Even though we think $10 million is a lot of money, but to him, he's he's worth more. So,
So how do you feel about him saying that he wasn't interested to resetting the running back market?
well, he changed his mind after that. But in the beginning, when he said it, then he
Uh,
just should have signed the tag.
right.
If he didn't want to change the market, then just sign the tag.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Or he thought maybe he thought that he was going to get an extension way before the tag stuff was even around. You know,
Yeah.
because you could think too that okay, they didn't pick up my 5th-year option, but they're going to give me an extension instead of tagging me. When they tagged him, it's the guaranteed money, but his 5th year, if they just would have left him on his 5th year, it would have been $8 million. So I would be happy that they tagged me because
Right.
it's $2 more million I get guaranteed. And he wanted more, and I think the Raiders are just stuck. Sign the tag. This is what we think you're worth. Tag.
Yeah, it
So,
was. I agree. It wasn't a smart move of him to reject the franchise tag. I mean, he does get like what $6-8 million raise out of this franchise
mhm.
tag, and I mean that was any running back in his position. I think they would have taken it and be like, all right, let's go. I'll hopefully you guys give me what I want next year. I'm gonna produce. I'm gonna be me. Keep my head up and work hard like I normally like I always do. So, but I think you're right. I think you're all right. He wanted it back, and I don't blame him. I mean, you secure your future? Go ahead, man. By all means.
You can we can say that Dark that he deserves more. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
He deserves more.
yeah,
And okay, uh, just to want it like now. I want it now. I want it now. And
right.
then back in the day when the friends that I know that played, they weren't really you know favorites on the teams that they went to. They weren't. They were just from Fresno. They went to Fresno State and they got drafted, or they were a free agent. I mean, you know, they didn't get picked at all, but they knew what the tag was for the information that they were around the locker rooms, and they didn't like the tag. You know,
Yeah,
when the tag came into place, it was just they locked you. They didn't have to pay you the top 6, 7, 8% or 5% of the league.
right,
That happened in the collective bargaining agreement. If you tag us, we want that money that's set right there. And then
right.
some people like it, but they never used to want it to be tagged because they would get normal pay. It would be lower than what 10 million. But now, since they collectively bargained that situation to where you get 5%, it's $10 million. That's what the set rate for running backs is. And instead of what I want to say, taking a stand for other running backs,
Yep.
you should be mad at you know
At the union bargaining.
Bell, and you should be mad at Bell and 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 Kamara and all these guys that are making more money than him. You know why you get paid so much and you
Yeah,
really don't produce anymore.
yeah, and run with it.
So
Say, well, I'm gonna teach you how you really fucking
yeah,
play the game. So this is how you get paid and rewarded.
well, Bell tried
Exactly.
it. Bell tried it and it fell off. So
Yeah.
you got a bunch of money.
Yep.
Not really that much, but they made that tag lower because of that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, we tag you. You don't want to sign a tag, you just sit there and not get paid. because they're not going to trade you.
No.
You can motivate your teammates, motivate your other running backs, be in the room, give some suggestions. Because if you start acting like you don't give a shit because you didn't get paid and all this and that, that's going to be told around NFL locker rooms,
Yeah.
and they're not going to dig you that much. They're going to see what type of person, what type of player, the greedy player.
Yeah. Does not look
And
good at
believe
all.
you me, yeah, believe you me, folks, I'm not talking down on it sounds like it, but I respect the guy's running back. I respect him as a running back.
Yeah.
I admire what he did last year. It was dope. But he just needs to understand that this is the situation he's handed, and
Yeah.
just sign it. Get in there, man. Be with your
Yeah.
teammates.
So all he basically is Gravy saying is like he could do better than just sitting down or sitting off the season and prove a point. That's all we're asking. Like, yeah, of course you wish the best for Josh and we want him to break records every season, and why not with us?
Mhm.
But hey, man, just strap on, dude. You know we love you. You know we respect you as a player. We want you. We represent this team. And that's
Yeah,
it.
but it's not, it's not Ziegler's job to listen
Yeah.
to us and do his job.
Right.
There's a there's a there's a bunch of GMs in the Raider content creating, you know, waves out there. There's a bunch of GMs. There's a bunch of players, and it's you got to put yourself in Ziegler's shoes.
Yeah.
He's taking a big risk of paying a running back a lot of money. If he goes down, like I said
Don't bite him in
yesterday,
the butt.
he goes down. That's he's gonna say. If I was Mark Davis, I go, we're giving this guy $15 million, and I see him more in the recovery room than I do out there playing.
Yep.
He's gonna question that. He's gonna
Yeah.
question it, and that's Ziegler's job to not let that happen.
Yeah. It falls on
We
him.
fall in love. Go ahead. Yeah, we can fall in love with Josh Jacobs. His story's great. He's a good player,
Yep.
but it ain't the end of the world if
Yeah.
things
True.
like that happen. It's partly his fault too.
Yep. For not getting it under control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's my. I know, and I got hit up about it a bunch of times, dude. I got IGs in the mail. Why you think that way about Jacobs? He's the best player we have and all that. I go, well, you know, he was saying you didn't bring a lot of guys around the team that could make this win. And how does that supposed to make? And he said it out loud, though.
Mm-hmm.
So how them young guys in there or anybody that plays right now, how they supposed to feel about that? That your leader, your captain is talking that stuff about you.
Yeah.
You're not a winning team already. You haven't even said nothing. You haven't played. You're rookie. You haven't even stepped field on it. He hasn't even checked you out yet because he can't be there.
Yeah.
But this guy's talking about you, like, let's give him a chance, bro. See what you got around you. Be amazing. See how young players can blossom into good players.
Yeah.
Just like he did. What's all that thing about that? It's frustrating. I just wanted to end. I said it the other day. We're always in training camp media frenzy about something every year. Bro, last year it was Renfro getting paid, cars 40. Every training camp we have something for somebody in the Raiders to talk. Why can't it just stop?
Yeah.
Why can't it just stop?
Yeah, I
know how it is.
I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, I understand what he wants, but at the same time, it's just like this regime is not willing to overpay anyone. They already made that mistake with Chandler Jones. And then they ended up, restructuring it so then they can make more money, so then they can bring in more players that are going to be more productive. Todd Gurley's a big example too. I was just talking to Dark and MVP on the phone today about this. Is like there was 4 running backs. I don't remember the other guy, but who got paid and then weren't productive. You have Ezekiel Elliott, you have Le'Veon Bell, and then you have Todd Gurley, and then I can't remember the other one.
Well, there's a bunch of.
Exactly.
It's a pattern, yeah.
So I mean, if he is going to be productive after getting paid, then that was a very good investment.
Yeah.
But I don't question his character in that way. I don't think he'll drop the same productivity. I think he'll still continue being him. That's just the way that's my reading off of Josh. He's not that kind of guy. He does have passion. He gets angry like everybody else, but he's no bum. He's no bum. I tell you that much. I think I heard someone say one time, like, those who come from nothing, those who come from the gutter, those are people who work their asses off. And you see it everywhere, like in the bodybuilding industry. Some of those guys, they had nothing, no fucking money, no nothing, and they tore their fucking bodies up just to be where they're at, to be Olympic champions. And I can attest. I can give you one for example. Dorian Yates, that's one guy. He's from England, I believe. He only had no father. He only had a mom, and he had to provide for them. And then what? He became like 5-time champion, something like that. 5 times. I mean, it's proven. People who have just come from nothing, they always give it their best.
Yeah, because he knew. He knows.
Yeah, that feeling.
Like
yeah, exactly. You see, exactly. Though. Come on.
And that's the little bit of
Great.
Gratitude that I give him for that.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of those stories all over the NFL, Dart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just happens to be our guy, and I respect that. That he it's a dream to play in the NFL, and he did it. And but when he take advantage of that, the team that drafted you, and you don't take it as taking advantage, and just maybe they're just saying, hey, maybe they're saying, hey, just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Sign the tag, just wait, get in here, let's focus on football, and then when it's time to talk again, maybe we could round up another number, and we could say, don't get pissed off, and diss an organization. They are giving them $10 million. And then you can sit there and say, all right, well, let's do that. But it has to be now. I want it right now. Guarantees now. And then we're gonna see the guarantees he get, and it's probably gonna be a couple of million over the tag.
Yeah.
And we're gonna sit there. We held out for that. Or he sat out for that.
Well, I think a lot of these people with the regime, now this is just my opinion, so the ones that don't like the regime, please don't bite my head off. It's just an opinion. A lot of us don't like change. They don't want to see this team become modernized, You're taking certain people from the Patriots, which we don't like them because of what they did to us against when Tom Brady, Charles Woodson sacks him, and it was a sack. And then and then we have all these people come in, and then they don't like Josh McDaniels because of the past, which is okay. It's okay. Past is the past. It's over with. That's not there. Al Davis isn't alive. It sucks. But we all got to just look at the positive. We have a new city. We have a new stadium. We have 2 teams that became champions in that city. So, it's all positivity coming from Vegas. It will be our time. We're already getting better. And I do believe that Josh McDaniels will end up taking us to a Super Bowl.
Those are good goals, Holly. Those are good goals. But to say right now,
Mhm.
is way over. And when you said eventually, I understood exactly what you mean. Because he's building this team to be physical, to run the type of offense and the defense that he wants to do. But it just, like you said, it takes time. It takes a little bit of time. These guys to grow into it. These guys to understand it. Because the way offensively that offense is you need to be tight. Everybody needs to know what they have to do. And you just can't have, people doing what they wanted. Like the West Coast offense is totally different than what we do. That's what makes it hard to stop because you could be playing 9 West Coast teams, which is 90% of the NFL, right? And then
Yeah.
with their little gadgets and their creativity, but it's based off the West Coast offense. That's what Gruden did. But he did the old 1990s John Gruden then or 2000s John Gruden then West Coast was the same. When he got guys like McVay and a cat from San Francisco and Andy Reid and all these guys, they get these bright minds that know a lot of stuff, and then they bring it into their offense and they mingle it in. John Gruden didn't do that,
No.
but our players had successful seasons, right?
Yep.
DC had one of his best years the year before last. We didn't have Devontae, but you know, when he ran the West Coast offense, Devontae was going to thrive either way because that Green Bay runs the same thing. They just run the ball more. And when you have a structured offense like the way we now, where it's more of a concept based offense, and what do I mean by that is that when you would see Renfro and John Gruden's offense just do that, bounce around a little bit and do his little ballerina shit and all this, whatever,
Yeah.
and then he would improvise. He would improvise the route that he was supposed to run. So that's why Carr kind of got used to holding the ball a little bit longer and then hitting Renfro with it because he could do all this stuff and get open.
Yeah.
With this offense, you can't do that. You can't. It doesn't take 4 seconds to 5 seconds to drop back. There's no seven step drops anymore in football. There's only like maybe 3. So if you drop back on McDaniel's offenses, boom, it's gone because the receivers are told where to go. They run the same route that they've been looking at on the screen. They're told what to do. One side can be different than the other. You can check it if the quarterback check one side or the other, or he can call a totally different play. But they know that play. You run a set play. So it's kind of like Josh McDaniels and the offensive coordinator tell you where to throw the ball, when to get it to him, and he's going to be open. So they dissected the defense already to say he's going to be open, throw it to him.
Right.
So that's the way that offense is. And 7 Super Bowls is good enough convincing for me that it does work.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So,
But that's the problem.
so,
People
so
don't. They're stuck in, like Holly was saying, like they're stuck in the old ways, but they always weren't
mm,
working. I mean, probably that's why partially why they were happy when we got John Gruden. They're like, oh, we're going back to the old days, and
mhm,
now we're evolving into a whole different system of football,
yeah,
playing football, and it's going to take some time. But I like this
it,
style of football, like you were saying. Um,
it is. It lets, you know, Devontae Adams is not a big time like Henry Ruggs type deep threat guy.
yeah,
He's better fit for this offense because he could do a slant, get it wide open where there's a bunch of green grass, and then you beat Devontae after that. Josh McDaniels doesn't give a shit. After you catch the ball, do what you got to do to get in the end zone. That's what's good about that.
yep,
But if you're throwing bombs everywhere, you're gonna go 3 and out, man. They're
yeah,
all well. The bomb, like I said, Daryl LaMonica's not coming back and throwing 50 bombs a game.
yeah,
That's done with. Bolitnikov ain't there no more, bro. Yeah, and then Tim Brown's not there no more. Jerry Rice's not there no more. That's West Coast.
yeah,
So this offense is more structured, and you have to do what the coach tells you. That's why you see him pissed off all the time, and then that's why we get pissed off. You could blame Josh Jacobs, but a lot of times you've seen Carr change the play, and it wouldn't work, or blame McDaniels for the play call, and it was Carr making the change. If you could get all 22 and look and see he's changing the play, moving his hands around, throwing signs. They could be dummy signs, or they could be whatever, but you can tell the movement of the receivers and all that. If you look at motions and things like that, you can tell that he changed the play. And I'm not saying it happened all the time, but maybe the defense stepped up and stopped. Especially and what matters the most is the red zone.
oh yeah,
Daniel Carson should not be our offensive
Oh
weapon.
yeah.
You know,
oh boy,
I was so
he
mad.
should
I
be.
mean, yes.
He's a good kicker, but if he has more extra points than he does field goals, then that means we're scoring touchdowns. Right? And you shouldn't. Well, Daniel Carson and show his stats. They're cars. You know what I mean? He got more field goals than Carr has touchdown passes.
yeah.
That it shouldn't be that way.
That's pretty sad.
There's not. I mean, Carr didn't give a shit. He didn't care if a kicker was producing more points than he was. I would be embarrassed if I was a
We're best friends.
quarterback. I would be embarrassed. I'd be like, hell no, well, no way in hell. I'm going in there.
They're looking at yard, and I'm sure he wants to, and it's a conservative offense too, Dart.
Yeah.
Hey, we play time of possession.
Uh huh.
And then if we can't, if we're at the one, and we know and their front is dominating our front,
Yeah.
and they're covering us real good. I'll throw Carson out there, kick a field goal, but at least try first
Yeah.
down to get your big boy some confidence to get in there.
Yeah. And I'll throw off the defense once you go down there again.
Defensively is another rant, but
Yeah.
I do think we got better with the people we picked. There's gonna be a lot of people that disagree with me, but the one that said give these young guys a chance and You know, our secondary is full of talented young dudes, you know, some veterans, but I think our young dudes are good enough to blossom into great corners. And they're young and we pay them low and then we could get a, you know, not a Marcus Peters because I just got an email. I just got a notification that we're gonna sign him.
Yeah,
We're gonna sign him.
I know.
Well,
That's
I
a
know you're
couple of
close
guys.
to it.
Yeah, that's a couple of guys that's gonna tell me, ha ha. I think I think I'm gonna be the winner after.
You think he's gonna screw it up, or something big might happen within the
Not
group?
the way I am, Dark, is that if you all I hear the explanations of why to get Marcus Peters is that they need that dog and they need he's a dog and this and that.
Yeah,
Okay, well if you're a young guy, well if you're in the NFL, if you get drafted in the NFL, and if you play cornerback, the first thing that you're gonna have to do is to learn how to, and they probably learn this in college and in high school, that you forget the next play, you go on to the next play. You forget if you got beat, you
yeah,
know, and then forget about it. Get it out your mind. Look at it on tape. The coach will chew you out later. That's why coaches, you always see the DB coach never yelling at their guys. You always see the other players doing it. The coaches will never do it because they're gonna rip their ass when they get in the film room and then they're gonna talk about them there.
yeah,
But you can't break down the confidence of that guy on the field. Now, the second thing is that if you play corner or safety or any position in an NFL, and you ain't got that inner dog in you already, if you ain't got that already instilled in you, that what do you need Marcus Peters for? You know, I think that acquisition is gonna it's gonna mess up our young talent that we have. It's gonna step on a lot of their reps. You know, it's not gonna step on Hobbs reps. It's not gonna step on maybe a Meeks reps, but or Shelley's reps. But the other side corner, if it's not Hobbs or somebody, you know, that's gonna the guy Hall, Webb, and some those guys I really like to blossom into good corners for us in the future. It's going to step on their productivity that they show. But at least you have the excuse of they're young, you know.
yeah,
They ain't Sauce Gardner, you know, they're not Surtains, but you know, Surtain got shown what it is to be a corner when Devontae tore his ass up, right?
yeah.
So
that always gets
he,
me.
he got a big
Oh,
mouth too. He's just like his dad. He's a good corner like his dad. But that's just I'm with the you know the toughness that he brings to the play, you know, to the field, but
Yeah.
all the stuff that he does after is like he'll get a little he'll do bonehead shit. We think Illuminor does bonehead shit. You got another one coming. Watch this.
On the other
Watch
side of the
this
ball.
right here. Mhm. Watch this. And then you just hope he clean that up.
he's gonna have to though,
Yeah.
because Devontae wants to win. I mean, they all want to win, but I mean, Devontae and Max Crosby are really the solid leaders on this team, and they just want. I believe they want positivity, no
I hope.
mistakes.
Yeah, I hope he, like Holly says, I hope he does come. If we sign him, I hope he does come to play, and not fool around.
Yeah. You know. He would not come to the Raiders if he wasn't starting. So you could just implant Marcus Peters at a corner
Yeah,
somewhere.
of course.
So that takes away from Hall or
Yeah.
whatever. And then the last 3 years, besides of an injury, he hurt his knee. He played for Baltimore last year, and he didn't do nothing. He got one pick, but everybody seems to have this. Everybody seems to have this inflammation in their brain that he's gonna come back like, when he was playing for Kansas City and he was fighting against the running back, and then Beast Mode went up there and helped his cousin,
Yeah.
from Oakland. We don't play in Oakland no more, bro. That's just
Exactly.
that's what I said that too, and I got all lies. I said that too. The exact same thing. That's like a Deshaun Jackson pickup. Deshaun Jackson had one good game, the Dallas game on Thanksgiving. That was it.
Yeah.
Got a couple of catches, and then he lost the game for us in Kansas City. He started that ass kicking from Kansas City when he fumbled that football while he was running trying to dance while he caught it. And that right steam took the steam out. Remember that play?
Yeah.
Yes. I was so mad.
You guys remember
I
that
was
play?
cussing. I was cussing and ranting and raving at that dang play. I was so livid.
Hey, Gravy, you as a coach have a question for you. As a coach, do you see Marcus fitting into the system and playing good in the system?
Marcus Peters?
Yeah. Bias aside, do you in your own professional opinion?
I did never said that he was a bad corner. I
Okay.
just say he does have a tendency to be risky, you know, and get beat, get beat, get beat like touchdown beat. And there's a difference between that. If you for sure pick, and then you don't think about, hey, you see the ball and you go for it and you aim high or whatever, and if you want to do the high point of it, that's great. But Marcus Peters is too risky when it comes to doing that. He'll go for the pick instead of playing for a tackle. You know, minimal yard gain. He'll go for a pick. The guy will catch it, and he's gone. Because those teams entrusted on what he was good at with covering. He was a man-to-man guy, which is
Yeah.
good. He's physical, which is good, and he's risky at trying to do things instead of ending the play. If you
So,
look at his tape and from the back in Kansas City, that he takes a lot of risk for the ball.
so he could become
And
a liable player.
he's and then you're taking away another safety that's way back there probably covering, and then he goes, oh shit, I gotta go get this guy. You know what I mean? When you could have tackled the guy there or got him out of bounds or swatted it away, but he's good for us, but as long as he's in control. If he's in control, if I see a whole new Marcus Peters, I'll rock with the guy. It's just I've seen his past, and
He's just
every year, every year for the last 4 years, bro, we've been saying Marcus Peters is coming to the Raiders. Marcus Peters is coming to the Raiders, but he never does. So I guess we got him this year.
Yeah.
Unlike Sue.
But I'm rooting for him. Yeah, kind of like Sue, and then when and Khalil Mack, when he's a free agent, he'll probably bring him back. The 37-year-old guy, bring him back. That's just the way the fans are. You know, if Bo Jackson was still alive, bring him back. Rich Gannon with his he can't even turn it. He can't even get out of his chair anymore. Bring him back. Have him throw a couple passes. If that was the case,
Well,
every old Raider would be.
Will be signed every other
Yeah.
year.
Mhm. But I like bringing back Face On. You know, that's a leader type guy for that DB.
yeah.
But
What's his name? Not Face On, but the other guy. Oh, I can't remember his name. Because he really aggravates the crap out of me in the backfield. Oh,
mm,
he started last year.
Morig, the safety,
No, not him. When he was
I probably
injured.
thought when he was injured. Oh, you talking about Teamer?
Yes, I can't stand him.
Don't talk about Teamer. Hey, you should know already, Holly. Don't talk about my boy Teamer. There's a reason why they keep him on. I'm just playing. That's just a guy that I root for because every time he gets thrown into the game because of injury, he's a good special teams player. Now you got to think too that some of these guys that we look forward to, you know, are going to play special teams, and that's an important phase of the game in special teams. And some people don't take it that way. Some people don't look at that. They just look at offense and defense stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and when you look at Timber, he's a great special teams player. And Hollins was a great special teams player. We lost him, so he went for a bag. And the Palomalu kid, he's a good special teams player. I don't think he's a great safety. Gain some weight and be a linebacker 5 years.
Well, I know you root for Teamer. I root for Robinson. He might be short, but at least he's out there trying. You know.
Oh, I'm down with the meat. You want about a dog? That's the epitome of the dog on our team, right there. He
He's
he gets he gets beat up a lot. He gets run over a lot because he's a good corner. He's just goddamn bless him height for these other DBs, but he balls with the best of them. So I give him much love. I give Nick Robinson.
what do you think about Duke Shelley?
I like Duke Shelley. I think he's going to be starting on the other side. Now we get Peters. I think Shelley's going to be on the other side, and that'll bring Hobbs in the slot to roam and make tackles and stay in the flat. So it'll take pressure off our linebackers, and that's why I think the Raiders are doing this. That's why I think the Raiders are doing. We don't want a young player on one side, and then not have that protection of the other side of that field with the young guy. Because there's going to be a linebacker close to Shelley at all times because he's inexperienced.
Yeah.
I mean, a linebacker by Webb, Webb or Hall or whatever, they're going to have a linebacker around him to make a tackle or some extra coverage. Now you put Peters there, they're going to depend on Peters to sew that side up.
Yeah.
They're going to say, hey, you press man, that's your man. He swings over the field, that switch, do whatever you guys got to do. Man is man. And he's a physical guy, so he should get the bump on those receivers. They hate that. That's one thing that I'll give Peters. He does a lot of things that receivers don't like. Now, if he gets flagged for it, he might. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
But that'll drop Hobbs back into his natural position and those young guys can still blossom and get reps and practice and things like that, which is good. But um, that'll give the linebackers a lot more freedom to roam and do stop the run and pass, and they can drop back and pass. So that's why I think Peters is there, just for that one, just for a side to take the pressure off the linebacker.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a security blanket on one side, and that frees you, like you're saying, it frees up other um, schemes or strategies you might want to, you want a linebacker or a corner, just blitz or whatever. You're a coach, you know more than I do, but yeah, it definitely gives you that kind of like tranquility on one side.
I think Graham will be more confident and, and doing some creative blitzes and things like
Yeah,
that, inside, and have that lineman, wrap around, go into a different gap and things like that. But if if Peter starts being his old self, then we'll see it early, we'll see it late,
yeah, definitely will say.
earlier than later.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not happy.
I got one more question for you. So, do you think Morik is gonna go ahead and get a little bit better this year with doing his job?
I had high hopes for Morey. I kind of have, he kind of let me down, you know, what I expected of him. We got some safeties back there. We got Epps. He's a dang good safety. Um, so got that young kid Christopher Smith that we drafted. I'm very high. To me, I think Christopher Smith was the best kid we got in the draft. To me. So if if Mullen starts getting abused, in the middle of the field, because you got to look at our defense. Every time there's a third and 14, fourth and 15, fourth and fourth and 5, because if it's beyond the 40s or it's in the 30 on the Raiders 30 to 40, they're going to go for it on fourth down, no matter what the distance is, because we left the middle of the field so wide open at times that they knew they could get a first down. That's why you had so many teams. If you noticed that, so many teams went against us on fourth down.
Yeah.
I think we were tied most or in the top 3. Okay, fourth and long, we'll go for it. The Raiders always leave the middle field open, and exactly what it would happen. That was safety is Morey. That usually was Morey. So when you're not there and you're not around there, and they're getting first downs on you, because he's not going to play man press. We were strictly a zone team at the end of the season because everybody got hurt, and our cornerback situation was so weak that we had to throw them young guys out there, and they didn't do that bad, not that bad. For a stretch there, they were a pretty good defense, but when it got out of hand with injuries, you can't expect those guys to go out there and play.
Yeah.
But Morey knows how to be a safety. He knows how to do that.
So on those fourth downs, you think that was more doing a mental mistake, or was that designed by the coach?
When you're a safety,
Uh-huh.
Dart, you on a certain defense you have cover 0.
Yeah.
You can have cover 2. They have different variations of Tampa. They have different type defenses that you can run with. Where the safeties are, some of them are just tackling machines, You know, some of them are good coverage guys, but to me,
Uh-huh.
what it was said before that Morig was all of them. You know, and then I see McCaffrey blow his ass up in the end zone. You know, and then I see him making tackles 20 yards down the field. I see passes, him watching passes getting thrown to him right in the middle of the field, and he's just standing there. What's your safety doing? Your safety supposed to be in there. If your safety leads your team in tackles, it's bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Then if a corner or anybody in the secondary leads your team in tackles, that's bad. You should have a tackle or a linebacker leading your team in tackles.
True.
So I don't know who led us in tackling, but it was probably all over the place with a bunch of low numbers. But to me, I think Morig tried too hard to cover up for other people's mistakes. It
Yeah.
made him get out of position. So that's why I'm taking another year so he could, now that we're gonna get Peters, and I like Shelley. It could be Hobbs. It could be Hobbs on the other side and Peters. I like that lineup. Hobbs is just a great athlete.
Yeah.
So he's a corner. He probably could play safety. He's a good slot corner. But now slots are tight ends, and if we can cover those guys, then that takes pressure off your linebacker. So you usually
Absolutely.
don't want a linebacker. You don't want a linebacker covering a tight end.
No way, hell.
Want them covering a running back or something like
Yeah, never a
that.
tight end.
But it happens a lot. It happens a lot in the NFL. These people that say, oh well, he could cover Kelsey. And to me, it's like, all right, we got to cover Kelsey for 2 games, and what if we go 2-15, and you be happy with that?
Yeah.
And we shut Kelsey down for 2 games, and those are the games we win. But we don't win no other games, but we covered Kelsey. I would be very disappointed. You have to.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get somebody that could cover somebody, you gotta. I want a dude that could cover the whole field,
Yeah.
sideline to sideline linebacker. And now they're becoming big safeties. The
Got a lot of
big,
hybrids, huh?
the big 160-pound middle linebacker isn't around anymore. You're not gonna see those guys.
Nuh-uh.
That's a evolvement of football.
And it's
So
all due to tight ends being so fucking athletic.
mhm, it's the Wallers. It's the basically, you know, Moreau was a Moreau was a good athlete. Waller was a good athlete. Waller was a receiver in a tight end's body,
Yeah.
and we got this young kid, and the kid is a good player, but I think that Hooper is gonna get the nod to start, and it's let that Myers guy grow into the offense and see, because you think Daniels loves tight ends. You can see all three of them out there. You can see OJ, Hooper, and Myers out there. Same formation.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that overstack. And then when we get Jacobs, ain't nothing gonna stop that, bro.
I don't
So I
You're
just,
giving me goosebumps.
I just,
know.
yeah,
Same here.
I just hope that, but we have to run the football, and I don't know if John Jacobs thinking, oh well, they need me to be there and do all this and that. Okay, well, we got 3, 4 other ones that can probably do the same thing as you. They just need confidence.
Yeah.
They need reps.
A little bit of guidance.
Mhm. 17 carries for for Zeus. That ain't shit.
Yeah.
That's not. What kind of confidence do you have in that? How
Yeah.
could you have confidence in yourself? You're busting your ass at practice. You're doing all this, and you get 17 carries.
Yeah.
It's because the guy in front of you is going for 1,600 yards. That's why. You know, if he has a chance to, he's probably saying, "Man, I hope this dude don't sign this tag." I want to get out there.
Yeah.
I want to show what I got.
I'm hungry.
Because you didn't see Zeus go back to back runs. You seen
Mm-mm.
him do a little breather run. That's it. You
Yeah.
know, if you give him the ball, he starts getting his legs moving, starts feeling how that offensive line is blocking for him, and gets that little pump up.
Yeah.
Once a confident running back in the game, you don't want none of that, bro.
Yeah.
I know those guys don't want none of that because they're hard to stop
True.
because they'll keep coming at you. And then the coach, McDaniels, is gonna say, "All right, you guys can't hang with this dude. I'm gonna keep giving to you." And then that's when the offense works. Is the time of possession. Next thing you know, you take 10 minutes off the clock, and Mahomes is sitting there. Damn, when am I go out there? You know what I mean?
Stop the fucking run.
Yeah,
Contain the
stop it.
run, you dummies.
That's what I love, man. And people don't like games like that, bro, but
Uh-huh.
I do.
Oh, I do too, bro. Believe
The
me.
team has 250, 200 yards rushing. That's a perfect game for me because I watch them. I say, what do they run? What are they doing? And it'll
Hmm.
be a 12, 14, 15 play drive. That's great, man. Taking up 10 minutes, 8 minutes off the clock. And that's half a quarter. And I'll tell you, it's good. Your offensive line is pumped up.
Yeah.
They're not tired, but I bet you that defensive line is.
Oh yeah. Most
Those
definitely.
linebackers are getting hit. Those linebackers are getting hit. Devontae said, I don't have to get bumped or nothing. And then next thing you know, he switches up on you. Boom, Devontae, he's gone for a touchdown. You
Yep.
know,
All
so
psychological.
those guys, those corners tend to move up a little bit to stop the running back
Yep.
and not really focus on what's going on to the guy they have to cover. And then that's when that happens. It's just a gameplay, Thor. It's
Yeah.
just the offensive coordinator against their defensive coordinator, and
Yep.
vice versa. Who has the momentum swing? Lacked on that was red zone. We're at the 1 yard line. We got a good drive going, just like I talked about. And then Illuminor will get a fucking offside penalty.
Yeah.
Now it's first and 15. Now it's first and goal, but you're farther back, and then something else would happen, and something else just deflates you.
Yeah.
That was our problem. But plus the inaccuracy of the Chiefs.
I agree with Mod Father on this one. He said ball control
Okay.
equals controlling the clock. Love that kind of football. Hate it as a defensive guy, but love it when my team does it.
There's another guy with you. Good job, McCall. Like, my thing is that if I could run the ball and if it works every play, I would do it. I got shitted on because during the draft, let's go get an offensive lineman. You know, let's
Hmm.
get another one.
Yeah.
Let's get an offensive line in the second round. Let's get a tight end in the third round. That's what I like. That's what I do. So if 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 you see what happens to a defense, it takes away everything they did that week. It takes away all the reps that they did at practice. It takes away your weight room, the lifting you did. I did all that lifting, and these guys were manhandling me, and it makes you wonder why. And then that's when you got them. That's when you got them right there. They start doubting themselves,
Yeah.
and then the offense is confident, just keeps
Keep
pushing,
moving.
pushing,
Yeah.
pushing. Awesome game. I'll take a few long passes once in a while. Well, we got a good receiver. And we got a quarterback that can get it to him. So
He's good in the red zone too. So that's another
He's not
positive.
afraid, yeah. He's not afraid to throw it, to sling it in there.
And I see the way that his footwork is. He moves away from getting sacked. He's just like boom.
And that's what, and exactly, Holly, good point. And that's what Brady said, like, when Carr was entering this new system. He said it out. I did some interview. You have to create your own pocket. After you move out of there, you have to create it. And that's exactly what Jimmy does. You see him, he creates his move to the left or to the right, and boom, it happens. It gives a wide receiver, tight end a little bit, just a little second, split millisecond sometimes, just to get that hand a little open here or to the bottom, to the right, whatever. And that's what I like about Jimmy. He does that.
or he'll improvise. He'll move up in
Yeah.
the pocket. There's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with that. You can move up in the pocket. You don't have to go sideways and see those fast defensive ends now because they're a different hybrid.
Yeah.
That's a different hybrid the way these guys are running around. They got 8 foot arm span, this and that. And you're looking at these guys going, damn, these guys are almost 13 feet tall with their hands up in the air. It's just, and they're fast and they're big and they could bench, 600 pounds and they could squat 1,200. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just- that you didn't have that back in the day. But now these quarterbacks adjusted to that, to where you got to get the ball off fast, and you can't sit there and wait, or you just take off. That's gonna get you hurt. Like
True.
first-hand example, bro, is Lamar Jackson. He got hurt. Second one is Taylor. He got hurt. Another one is the guy in Chicago, the kid in Chicago that runs all over the place. What happened to him? ACL gone. So if you're a small dude and you want to run around all over the place with these big fast dudes running around, the hits are harder when you're running into them than them running into you. The quarterbacks aren't calloused in that way. They're not doing tackling drills. They're not doing that. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean by callous? Like, you
Yeah.
callous your hands and you keep doing something.
Yeah.
Your body gets that. Your body gets that way when you're that type of person. Like offensive linemen and defensive tackles, they know they get their body callous in training camp. So
Yeah.
those little nick and knacks don't hurt. Your body's used to it.
Yeah.
For that bruise up. Running backs need that. That's why Josh Jacobs needs to be there. He needs to get his body calloused. Otherwise, you're gonna have little knick-knack injuries. Take play or two off. Maybe a series.
Yeah.
You have to do that. You have to be in the tackling drills. You have to hit the dummies. Just somebody slapping you with something that calluses your body. They need that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's the first thing that we do, that I've always done when I had a team, is that first thing we're gonna do is that you can find yourself a partner and you're gonna get used to that dude hitting you and you're gonna be
Mhm.
hitting that guy. So hit him it wouldn't be that hard, but it'll be just like like you're tackling them, like not a blow up, but you get your legs conditioned for that.
Yeah. That's a good philosophy.
that's
when
a-
it comes to football.
Yeah, you started off quick, get used to it, so I don't have to be worrying about it later. My thigh hurts. I got a Charlie horse in my thigh. I go, man, you're too young to get Charlie horses. They're too young to get cramps.
Yeah.
I just take a step off the stairs, my calves cramp up, bro. Nigga, you 15, 16 years old. Just,
Get the fuck
get
out.
out of here, man.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That ain't gonna work. Go eat a
Well,
pickle. Go eat a pick. Go eat a pickle or something.
well, I got one more question, and then we're gonna shut this down so everyone can go watch the Death Star report. So, what do you guys think about O'Connell, especially with him getting snaps above Jimmy now?
Wait, that's the
Jimmy's hurt.
Oh, like replacing instead of going with Jimmy and letting O'Connell go out there. I think that would be a not the good idea, not the smartest idea because he's one he needs to learn the playbook. Two, he needs to know the techniques, the footwork, what it takes to work in this offense as a quarterback. And that takes time. You know, no, I'm not saying that he's not capable of learning that shit within months, but I don't think it's a smart idea. What about you, Greg?
O'Connell. Raw guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's your typical EP. EP. That's what they call that offense. Is the EP. Earnhardt Perkins offense.
Yeah.
It's your typical kid. I heard. And I don't see him. He needs a lot of time. He needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think, he's there. So he was drafted, and so I think McDaniel's going to put a lot more time into him blossoming than he will the other guys. I think if God forbid if Garoppolo goes down, we're going to see Hoyer. I give up if Hoyer's out there.
I don't think we're gonna
I
have
still, I
to
still,
go through that.
I don't think so either because I think our offensive line is in good position. It's in good hands, and I think our problem was our offensive line wasn't set. We're moving guys around like 6th game of the season, and people were getting hurt, which is normal. But if it, when it wasn't an injury, you kept moving this guy, Parham to tackle, Parham to guard, and this and that. The only one that stayed there was James and Miller. That was it. Everybody else was playing everywhere else. And if you think about it, that was those were moving parts. You had bars go in there. You had different guys. Whenever we got the guy that came from New England, and he during practice he ruptured his Achilles or something. He only went to like 3 practices. Yeah, that was it. And then the 2 guys we got for UDFAs are really one of huge man, like 6'9", some 3, huge man. That benefits you as a tackle. But I think our offensive line is better. I think it's more set, and I think that protecting Garoppolo won't get him hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your breakdowns. It's just up to him. With blitzes, pick that up.
Yeah.
That's when these young running backs, if Jacob doesn't sign, are they willing and take pride into protecting them? Because that might be new to them. Running backs in college don't usually pass protect. But in the NFL, you have to pass protect.
Yep.
That's why Jalen Richard was such an asset to us because he did that. He was one of the best at pass protection. Losing Jacobs that's one thing that I know that's very important besides his running skills. That's very important that we're gonna lose because these guys are going to have to learn that and be dominant at it from the gate of their starting. All of them have to.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see that.
Mhm. You have to. He needs that because Shanahan. He didn't. Though he had, that cat had 4 quarterbacks get hurt, bro. But that has been a 2-year span.
Yeah.
He got Garoppolo hurt 3 times, and this young guy, he's very accurate. He's very, he has a quick release, and then that benefits him. Yeah, he doesn't hold on to the ball. I guess he's one of the smart ones that just don't wait for something to open up. And I was watching the Raider 49er game from last year, and
Uh-huh.
he's real quick to throw the ball. He has a great, fast release.
Oh, you talk
So
about Purdy?
he's
Brock
perfect, yeah.
Purdy?
But his injury, I don't think it's to his throwing hand. You need to let that bone heal. He's gonna get hit there again. But he doesn't protect the quarterback as well as McDaniels when he has the offensive line.
Yeah.
So I don't see Garoppolo. Maybe nicked up, like normal wear and tear, but I don't see him going down to where he's gonna miss games. Now, if that happens, you're gonna see more wins, more productivity, more red zone, better percentage in the red zone because that's what he's good at.
Well, hey, Gravy, one thing I just want to say, I'm really thankful, man, to have you up here in the panel. I love picking your brain, man. I really do. Don't feel like I'm pressuring you or anything. I love to pick your brain, see what you're
I got
thinking.
nothing to do, man. I'd rather talk ball than just lay around with the wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. I always enjoy talking football with you. I like listening to your takes.
Yeah, it's not every day you get a coach, a Raider fanatic, at that,
Yeah.
be a coach to, spit football, and that's really
What I have my views, and a lot of people won't agree with them, but I'll try to make sense of it. 'Cause
No, of
I have
course.
an open mind, and I learn things too. I learn things from people too. So
Cool Kev said, "You can pick his brain, don't pick his beard."
the one I can touch my beard is my wife. My wife, it's the only one.
Yeah.
I don't even let my kids touch.
Dark's got a goatee, so
Yeah,
Dark,
I got a full beard, but I usually trim it after it grows. Yeah.
Okay.
thanks, Ray. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you two for coming up here and talking football. I appreciate every single person in the comments. Also, thank you, Ben. Make sure you go watch him on Friday. He has a Wi-Fi Willie, and that's a big accomplishment for him. So if you guys can go ahead and give him a congratulations, because that's a big thing for him.
Great. Thank you, Ollie.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Dart.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Let me know
Gravy,
next
wait.
time.
Are
Yes,
you
sir.
gonna be on Lowe's channel tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
He called me. He called me and said, "Look."
go watch him tonight.
If he lets me. If he lets me.
He'll let you.
Yeah, you're the
I'll be
star.
there.
He's not as nice as you. He's not as nice as you guys.
Well, I'll have to talk to him. I'll call him tomorrow. Be like, young man, I think you need to be nice to coach.
Yeah. Be grateful, man.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gravy. Appreciate it.
MVP's a liar. Because remember what he said to me on the phone.
Yeah.
Send it to my Instagram DM.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
what did I do?
You said, fuck that. That's what he says on the phone. Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Spam link.
I don't know why it does that. It doesn't work. I have to like get with Benther, and he can teach me how to do all this, like pinning things up here, and but anyways. Salute, Tony. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Gravy. It's really nice to be able to talk football with you guys, and you know, being here with you and Gravy, you guys are getting me more comfortable with talking and asking questions. So maybe the interview will end up coming up soon. I'm going to be interviewing Twan first. It was going to be OG Jack Daniels, but I'm going to interview Twan. Also, he will be going live tonight as well. So if
Okay.
you guys can go watch him.
Yeah. Show our brother some support, some love.
Thanks, Ray. You're always so sweet to me too. That's the money man right there.
Yeah, Ray loves the guy. Salute, Tony.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to get that now. Okay, I will. I have to figure some things out. Maybe I can ask Lo or Gabe or even Gravy to come on and do an interview. Or you can come on,
Yeah.
Godfather, or I can interview you. So people, or even Jesse, the MVP. Oh, he did. That's a big thing. That's a big big thing.
Congratulations, man.
I am
Yes.
very happy for him. Prayers for him. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Tuan.
Yes, absolutely, brother. I hope everything went well, and we can't wait to hear from you.
Exactly. And thank you, John. Much love and respect to each and every one of you, and thank you for being here as well.
And you know, Holly, I'm here for you. You know, I'm here to support. I'm not the best guy out here in the business, but you got my back.
Yes, I got yours. You got mine. Even MVP. I know he has that tough mentality, but oh, also thank you for the 17 people watching.
Yes.
We had all the way up to 25 tonight, so thank you guys for tuning in, and
Yep.
also like, share, and thank you. Yes, you are, Benther. You are the best in the business. No, just kidding. You are. So thank you and have a good night. Go watch Death Star Report and let's go. Go Raiders!
Raiders. Let's go.